Hi Virgo, it's Kimberly here. Welcome for those of you who are new, and welcome back for those of you who are coming back. My name is Kimberly, and you can reach me at gardenwitchtarot@gmail.com if you're interested in a private reading. I do want to say right off the bat that this is a general reading and it will not apply to everybody. I did have some especially kind of like harsh comments in my last set of videos about like, this didn't resonate with me, you don't know what you're doing. There's a lot of people in the world, and this video is not going to resonate with anybody, with everyone. It's going to resonate with a few people, and if it doesn't resonate with you, that should be okay. You know, look at a different tarot reader, and their message may be the message that you're meant to hear. Also, in August, we've got some interesting things happening. We've got a lunar eclipse in Aquarius on the 7th and a solar eclipse in Leo on the 27th. The lunar eclipse that's happening in Aquarius is going to bring some lessons to the front, life lessons. Aquarius is about sudden change, and this is actually a lunar eclipse that's on a 19-year cycle. So reflect back to August of 1998, and there may be something that was happening there that you will have new clarity on, or maybe a lesson began back then and it's been a hard one coming, or a long one coming. And then the solar eclipse in Leo is also going to bring about a change. It changes in maybe some of your core beliefs, some in the way you view human rights or politics or something like that. So August is bound to be a big month of change, and I think we're all feeling that. So pardon me, I don't usually do this, but I need a drink. And then let's get to it. Okay, so we are reading for Virgo, August 2017. What have we got for Virgo, August 2017? Again, I am so sorry for that lengthy introduction. I usually try not to be that long-winded because I tend to a lot through my reading anyway. And, you know, we like to get right to our reading rather than listen to somebody talk for 2 whole minutes. So sorry about that. We're going to read for Virgo, August 2017, please. One more shuffle. Okay. Ooh, wow. So we've got Justice in the reverse. So there's a situation for some of you where it could be a legal case that you're either very nervous about, or is not going to work out, or is not working out in your favor at the time. Or it could be that there's just a situation that you're going through that doesn't seem fair. You know, you've kept your eye out, and what you want is balance, and you're not finding balance. There's not balance in a situation, and it doesn't seem fair to you. So let's find out what's going on. Okay. So here's what we've got, Virgo. Let me just situate things a little bit better. Get my hands on everything. Okay. So the situation is the Ten of Cups in reverse. So there is a situation that you really were hoping, and like I said, this is not going to apply to everybody, okay? But for those of you that this does apply to, there was a situation that you thought was going, you were hoping that it would fill your cups. You know, you wanted this, you know, you thought this was like the end-all be-all romance, and that you were going to have this happily ever after, and it didn't work out because you got left out in the cold. And I feel like this is probably like a sudden thing that happened. Like 1 second you were thinking, okay, this is like the love of my life and all my hopes and dreams are coming true. And then all of a sudden it was like, what? What? Like all of a sudden maybe they were gone, you know? And you got left out in the cold, like harsh, like completely cut out. And I just get the feeling that it was like that for you, Virgo. The foundation is the Two of Wands in reverse. So I feel like, you know, what happened is like, even though you offered this person the world, they were still looking out for, you know, what else is out there. And they weren't focused on the world that you offered them. They made a choice that wasn't you. And in the past, it looks like this is a true love situation. For some of you, this is a soulmate situation or a twin flame situation. And I know that some of you are feeling very out of your element on this because you were like, I had true love here. And I'm going to go ahead and pause for just a second in this reading and say, you know, that there's a lot of talk about twin flames and soulmates in this context, especially when we're dealing with tarot and this kind of thing. And really, if you watch enough Disney movies, when you meet your true love, you're supposed to end up happily ever after. You're supposed to have this 10 of Cups, right? And not get left out in the cold. But in reality, even though somebody may be your soulmate or your twin flame, and I could go into a whole different video about the difference, but just because you find that person does not mean that you're destined to spend the rest of your life with that person, unfortunately. Sometimes there's a lesson that needs to be learned for you to grow and evolve throughout the journey of your life before and beyond this life. And sometimes things just don't work out with that person. That doesn't mean it wasn't a soulmate, somebody who connected with your soul, and it doesn't mean that you didn't come in contact with your twin flame. One theory is that twin flames have to go through so many lessons in order to be one again, and that can take more than one lifetime. That's one theory. So it looks like this was a true love situation, though, and you were expecting marriage or for things to go to the next level. And crowning the situation, you've got the Hierophant in reverse. That didn't happen because all of a sudden they're gone. Where are they? I don't know. But what's coming toward you is the Page of Swords. So I think there's some truth that's going to come out about this situation, or some personal truth that you'll come to. It may be that there's a situation for you, Virgo, that you're going to have to come to a personal truth, because the truth of this other person may not come through. I had a very good friend of mine tell me one time, and I've told this to more than one person. I'll share it with all of you, that sometimes in romantic situations that don't work out, like, we all want closure, and sometimes you don't get the closure that you need, and you have to find a way to move on and start the healing process and start the process of picking up the pieces and moving on with your life without getting the answers that you feel like you need or want. And you can do it. You can find it within yourself to move on. It's not fair. It's not easy. That may be your justice that's in reverse here, is that doesn't feel fair, but you can do it. And there are truths coming out, but I feel like these are personal truths. Like the pages are always indicative of a more naive or immature energy. So it could be that this truth that comes to you helps you grow as a person. Okay? How you're seeing yourself is the Ten of Swords in reverse. So you're feeling very betrayed. But with this card in reverse, the 10 is the end of the cycle, and it looks like you're coming out of it. And in your environment is the Ace of Cups. So there is love in your environment, and not necessarily romantic love, but somebody, a friend, maybe a family member, somebody that's going to offer you some gentle love and compassion and advice that will help you. Okay, it could be a romantic offer. It could be that there's somebody here that is around you in your environment that can help you heal through a romantic love. But you know, this person is, with this Ace of Cups, is very pure, and their cup is running over. And whenever, you can't see it very well maybe, but whenever this water hits the ground, like something grows from it. Something good comes from this. So this is a pure healing love that is in your environment. Okay, so somebody around you wants to help you out, Virgo. Okay, get through this betrayal. In your hopes and fears is the Tower, and the Tower is about sudden change, shaking things up. I love it in this deck because this witch has this look on her face, and she's like, I took control of the situation, and yeah, I blew that up myself. I did that. Like, it was necessary, though. It was necessary, caused some destruction, but it was necessary, and I did it. I did what I had to do. So I think, as far as is this a hope or a fear, I think what I'm intuiting from this is that you're hoping to be able to cut this situation out of your life and be done with it. Because there can be cycles of addiction, you know, when somebody becomes obsessed, or they harp and like go over the situation over and over, and I don't think you want that. I think you want to, okay, I see this situation for what it is, and I was betrayed, and it hurt me very badly, and I had a lot, I had a lot riding on this. I had a lot of hopes and dreams. I was hoping to take it to the next level and have my 10 of Cups and marriage, and I was really hoping to have this, love of a lifetime thing, and I offered it to them and they didn't want it, and now I want to move on and not harp on it is the feeling that I get. And you end up, the outcome is the Hanged Man. So this is about you taking some time, the time that you need to get the clarity from the situation. Or perhaps, just like I said, take the time to go through the steps in your head to get the closure that you need, because it's not going to come from somewhere else. Whoever did this to you, whoever it is that offered you this love and you offered them this love, and it was mutual with this Two of Cups, and you thought, you know what, we're going to have everything and marriage, and it's going to the next level, and things are going in that direction, and then suddenly they were gone. That person's never going to come to you and say, Virgo, like, yeah, it was my fault, or this is what happened, or this is why. And you have to come to that place within yourself where you're okay, where you can find closure on your own, because that's not going to happen. They're not going to call you and say, actually, this is what happened. And so you're coming into this posture where you can find the clarity that you need before you move on, like taking a break from it, hanging out, and you can come down from that whenever you want. For some of you, I will just say this. Sometimes the cups can be about alcoholism or drinking too much or drinking to excess. And I just want to warn you that's not the healthiest way to get through this betrayal. So hopefully this cup that's coming your way or that's in your environment, I hope it's not drinking to excess. But I really feel like it's somebody that's there for you, that's going to help you. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a romantic offer. In fact, I don't especially feel like it is. I feel like it's somebody, like a genuine friend or someone you can count on that really, really loves you, and maybe they'll give you some advice or be there for you. Okay? So I know that it looks like you've been through a lot of hurt, Virgo, for those of you that this is applying to, because what I keep getting is that this is just like all of a sudden, like they were there one day and it was like you were building and working towards something, and they were all of a sudden like, oh yeah, you offered me the world, but I don't want it. Just gonna go on. I'm just gonna move on to something else. Like that fast, and you're just like, what happened? It's not fair. That wasn't fair. So but the good thing is it looks like, you know, you want to kind of, you're coming out of this sense of betrayal, and you just want to get it done with so that you can move on with your life. And it looks like you're going to take the time to do that. So overall, I feel like this is a very healthy response to what you've been through. Okay. Okay, Virgo. So we're going to go on to the Fairy Tarot deck. Doreen Virtue, I need a message for Virgo, please, for August 2017. I need a message for Virgo, please. Big changes coming this month, Virgo. I need a message for Virgo for August. What can we tell Virgo to help them through this? Message for Virgo. I'm just not feeling this. Really, nothing's coming. I don't feel good. Let's go to the Oracle of E. I need a message for Virgo for August 2017. Okay. And I've got 3. So this is the Oracle of E. Living Large, 25. Number 19. Bazinga. And number 48, which is called Sticky Wicket. So I'm going to read these cards. I'm going to read these to you from the Oracle book. The first one is 25. Again, living large. Living large. And it says, you are drifting in an ocean of gold doubloons. As always, it's your call. You can dive in, you can backstroke all the way to Istanbul, or you can stay on the piddly little raft you've been rowing. But it's all there, rich and luxurious as ever, waiting for your nod. Jump in. The good life is yours. And I feel like this is, you know, it is your call. You've got that Tower card there, and it's your call. You know, you can make it. There's good things waiting for you, and you're the master of your own destiny. Okay? So Bazinga, which is number 19, Bazinga. It says, well, well, don't you got it going on. Now the time to revel in the sweet taste of fabulous you, or now's the time to revel in the sweet taste of fabulous you. You've hit your mark. Go on, take a victory lap. Pop a cork. Let's get this party started. Celebrants are lining up at the door. So, you know who you are, Virgo. And for those of you in this situation, you know your own worth. Okay? And I think that's one of the reasons it looks like you're postured to come out of this in a very healthy way. So, you know, take a victory lap. You're doing great. Cheers to you, Virgo. And number 48, Sticky Wicket. And this is kind of in direct opposition of Bazinga, but it says, proceed with caution. It's a delicate situation, but that doesn't mean there's any real danger. Just a reminder that it's time to pause, to reflect, to appreciate all you have now and all you're about to receive. So again, with that Hanged Man, take the time you need to reflect on this. Know that you're fabulous and you're doing great, and celebrate who you are. So there we have it, Virgo. I hope you have a beautiful August. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what's going on. And again, you can email me at gardenwitchtarot@gmail.com for a personal reading. Thanks, Virgo.